Questions of life's origin have been on the minds of humans since prehistoric times, when accounts of creation were passed orally from generation to generation. For many people, these questions centered around concepts of purpose. Religious and philosophical writings help provide answers to such questions as, why are we here? What is human nature really like? How do we deal with our mortality? Good day, everyone! The Group 2 introduces Charles Darwin and his theory of evolution by natural selection. Good day, everyone! We're live at the MSU IIT, and we're going to ask some people if they know about Charles Darwin. Let's go!
Smack the paparazzi. The paparazzi, smack the paparazzi. The paparazzi, smack the paparazzi, smack the paparazzi. 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 Smack the paparazzi. The paparazzi, yeah. Smack the paparazzi. Oh, the paparazzi, yeah. Smack the paparazzi, do it. Smack the paparazzi, smack the paparazzi. Smack the paparazzi.
Okay, do you know about Charles Darwin?
Charles Darwin. Ano bang gipalaban? Kung ano?
Share lang. Do you know Charles Darwin? Charles Darwin? Okay na, okay! Yes, he's dead. Seriously, nag-record
Really close.
So, what do you know about him? He's a scientist. What? Oh, ba? Nagkuhan sa libro na katusan dito. Species, evolution, diba? Nakala akong ibala. Thank you. Now, let's interview another one. Come on! Excuse me. Do you know about Charles Darwin?
Yeah.
What do you know about him?
He is the father of evolution.
Ako nahibalaan kay Charles Darwin kay siya may one of the theory of evolution. Naggikan daw to sa
Siya ang nag-propose ng theory of evolution. Do you know Charles Darwin? Yeah. What do you know about him?
He proposed the theory of evolution.
Additional.
According to him, katong basan man came from a man of today are descendants of they look at Charba.
Okay. Do you know Charles Darwin?
Yeah.
So what do you know about him?
He postulated the evolution of hearing. Ang mga tanaw dili or dili?
So, another additional information.
Wala na.
Evolution.
What do you know about him?
Nothing much other than his theory.
Dili ko di times da.
Oh,
Make up na ba?
He was the author of the theory that mankind came from monkeys.
Wala ko kang Charles Darwin.
What do you know about him?
One. Evolution, theory of evolution.
Ano pa man? Walang?
Lang. Ay, kon. Murag na kuwan to siya na
Sige, okay lang, Bisaya.
kaning na yung theory kay murag na kuwan sa court bitaw. Then murag siya ay ni-defense siya din or siya rin ni-defense siya mo ilan.
Kailan mo Charles Darwin? What do you know about him?
Then, katong ang tao daw kay gikan sa
Charles Darwin? Di ba siya man itong katong theory of evolution dahil originator mo dito sa concept ng natural selection dahil one of his principal works is katong origin of species by natural selection. Ang iyang theory
kay, di ba kay, daghan to ni Upo, kay it had a tremendous impact on religious thoughts.
So, what do you know about Charles Darwin?
Charles Darwin, tiyan man tong gaingon na ang tao daw kay gikan sa monkey. I mean, katabi tong sa high school, kaya naman to na siya ang famous author sa Theory of Evolution. Kaya sa akong nadumduman kay, naman siya mga expedition, then nag-observe siya animals, plants, fossils, katong nasa Galapagos Islands na turtles.
Charles Robert Darwin was born in February 12, 1809. His father, like his grandfather, was a physician. During Darwin's youth in England, his interest centered around dogs, collecting and hunting birds, all popular pastimes in wealthy families of 9th century England. These activities captivated him far more than the traditional education he received at boarding school. At the age of 16, in 1825, he entered medical school in Scotland. For 2 years, he enjoyed the company of the school's well-established scientists. Darwin, however, was not interested in a career in medicine because he could not bear the sight of pain. This prompted his father to suggest that he train for the clergy in the Church of England. With this in mind, Charles enrolled in Christ College in Cambridge and graduated with honors in 1831. This training, like the medical training he received, was disappointing for Darwin. Again, his most memorable experiences were those in Cambridge science. During his stay at Cambridge, Darwin developed a keen interest in collecting beetles and made valuable contributions to beetle taxonomy.
Live from the Living Studio, presenting the most anticipated quiz show on the face of the earth. Who wants to be Charles Darwin? And the host for today's episode, Darwin A. Charles. Good day, folks. And today we are going to witness an intense battle of the brain, coming from the different sides of the planet Earth, colliding together for one goal, and that's to be the next Charles Darwin. Presenting the boy from the middle of nowhere, our first contender, Rudberg Hall! Our next contender, coming from the bottomless spot, Theodore Boobsbell! The third contender came from the astonishing dark land of brainless dogs, Rudolf Bergkamp! The fourth contender came from the library, Lady Bookpot! And the last, and always be the last, from the lasting street, let's all welcome Last Man! Okay guys, for the first question. Did Charles Darwin pursue his studies in medicine? Okay players, you may now answer. Last man!
Yes, because it's his dream to become a doctor someday.
Oh, last man! Last man! Your answer is wrong. And now, Buto, you may now steal!
Charles Darwin found medicine to be intolerably dull. He was much more interested in attending natural history lectures.
And guys, the one who got the right answer is Buto! Okay, to all viewers, I have some important news for you. Due to some circumstances, Last Man did not continue to play the game. But Fruit Toss is still ready to rumble, and she will proceed to the next round. Okay, for the second round, guys, it's the battle between Rudberg Hawk and Rudolf Bergkamp. Woo! hands on your chest. Okay, for your question, guys. What is the mapping expedition of Charles Darwin that made impressive evidence for evolutionary change? Okay, you may now answer. You may now answer, Rudolf Virchow.
It is because the London Bridge is falling down.
Your answer is wrong, and you have a chance to steal.
HMS Beagle, because the theory of uniformitarianism, South American fossils, and observation of tortoise and finches on the Galapagos Island convinced Dalton that evolution occurs.
You got the right answer! You got it, Rudolph! Second question. What theory is similar to Darwin but never accumulated significant evidence documenting his theory? You may now answer.
I don't know. It's Manny Pacquiao.
Your answer is wrong. You may now steal.
Alfred Russel Wallace. Wallace synthesized a theory of evolution similar to Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection. After writing the details of his theory, he sent his paper to Darwin for criticism. Darwin recognized the similarity of Wallace's ideas and prepared a short summary of his own theory. Wallace's work motivated Darwin to publish his own ideas.
And it's right, you got it! The battle is so intense now, guys. Now, for the tie-breaking question. What did Darwin observe in Chile during his voyage of the Beagle? You may now answer!
Results of the earthquake. He explained that the land had been lifted by several feet.
And Hawk's answer is correct. You got it! And for that, the winner for this round is Ludwig Hawk! Okay, the first round is over. And for the second round, it's the battle between Chino Boomsbelt and Lady Fulton! Okay, hands on your chest, guys. Okay, guys, for your first question, who generates the first systematic presentation of evolution? You may now answer.
Jean-Baptiste Dela Merced. He described a mechanism by which he believed evolution would occur. This mechanism was known as the inheritance of acquired characteristics.
And your answer is right. You got it. Okay, your second question, guys. For Darwin and also for some scientists, it is the evidence that species composition that the Earth had changed. Okay, players, you may now answer.
Fossils. Some species become extinct without leaving any descendants. Others become extinct, but not before giving rise to new species.
Okay, books up, your answer is right. You get it. Yeah. Okay, for the tie-breaking question. Who is the professor on botany that nominated Darwin to serve as the naturalist on mapping expedition that was to travel around the world? You may now answer.
John S. Henslow. He also encouraged Darwin in his studies of natural history.
And your answer is right! Yeah! And second round winner is Dador Boomsbell! And now for the awaited moment. The final battle is between the winner of the first round, Ludwig Hawk, and the winner for the second round to Noah Boomsville! And now for the first question. What is the book that Darwin read during his voyage?
You may now answer.
Principles of Geology by Charles Lyell. This spurred his interest in the study of landforms. In this book, Lyell developed the ideas of another geologist, James Newton, into the theory of uniformitarianism. His theory was based on the idea that the forces of wind, rain, rivers, volcanoes, and geological uplift shape the earth today, just as they have in the past. Lyell and Newton contended that it was these forces, not catastrophic events, that shape the face of the earth.
Correct answer, you got it! Our second question. This is the explanation of Darwin of how evolution occurs.
You may now answer.
Natural selection. Darwin coined the term natural selection to describe the process by which organisms with favorable variation survive and reproduce at a higher rate. An inherited variation that increases an organism's chance of survival in a particular environment is called an adaptation. Over many generations, an adaptation could spread throughout the entire species. In this way, according to Darwin, evolution by natural selection would occur.
And that's right, Mr. Boomsville, you got it! For the waited moment, the final question. And for the final question, the mechanics will be changed. You will be given each 1 minute to write down your answers for this difficult and confusing question. And the question is, Charles Darwin had no knowledge of modern genetic concepts and thus had no knowledge of the genetic principles that are basis of evolutionary theory as it exists today. What are the modern version or the elements of Darwin's theory of natural selection?
And the timer starts now.
Finished. Mr. Hall, you may now read your answer.
Darwin's theory of natural selection includes the following elements. All organisms have a greater reproductive potential that is ever attained. Inherited variations arise by mutation. In a constant struggle for existence, those organisms that are least suited to their environment die. The adaptive traits present in the survivor tend to be passed on the subsequent generations, and the non-adaptive traits tend to be lost. That's all.
At last, after how many intense battles, there is one who will stand to be the next chosen, and it is Blueberry Punk! And let's welcome our next show starring Blueberry Punk!
Smack the paparazzi.
Evolution by itself does not imply any particular lineage or any particular mechanism, and virtually all scientists agree that the evidence for change in organisms over long time periods is overwhelming. Further, most scientists agree that natural selection, the mechanism for evolution that Charles Darwin outlined, is one explanation of how evolution occurs. In spite of the scientific certainty of evolution and an acceptance of a general mechanism, much is still to be learned about the details of the evolutionary process. Scientists will be debating these details for years to come. So I guess that's it, guys. I hope you learned something from us. Bye!
antagonistic, talking too much lipstick. You would think you wanted me to slap you like a bitch quick, all up in my business when I'm trying to get down. In the back seat of my Mini, I'm trying to hit this round downtown. Julie Brown, the booty was popping out. I'm stroking like Clarence when the paparazzi popping out. He went